Hi, I'm Evan Pantazzi. I got a great question in on the qshow.com discussion forum. It was from Danny. Danny's a platinum member, and he was watching all the old films along with the new films, and he came up with this great question. And the question is, a long time ago, I can't even remember how many years ago, but he said in your video on the body targets, you were talking about how the uke that I was using was a bodybuilder, had a big chest, and it would be impossible to get to a pressure point called stomach 15. However, he said later on in your films you're working with the muscle spindle cell and you got great results, dropped the guy with a shot on the same area. And I mentioned to him that it wasn't because it was the pressure points, okay? The person I struck also was a large built individual too. And the reason is because pressure points aren't the real mechanism. When we were showing the pressure points, we were working with the old paradigm. And if you've watched my videos for over the decades, you'll notice that I was weaning people off the pressure points because they're not the real structures of Kyusho. And I was telling him also that, first of all, 20 years of experience, that, you know, hands-on training will give you better results anyway. But we've refined the tools, the targets, and the trajectories. Now the tools, using the 6G hands or other tools that will penetrate the protective layers of the human anatomy that protect these underlying vital structures, such as nerves, blood vessels, organs, etc. And in this case, muscle spindle cells. And I was showing the technique, and I attacked the muscle spindle cell with a blood pool hand with the correct trajectory. Now, if you don't have those three words, tools, targets, and trajectories, the correct ones, it's not going to work as good for you. And that's why a lot of people get frustrated with Kyusho, can't make it work for them, because they hit a target and they think they're going to have as dramatic a result as someone that's been working on it 20, 30, 40 years and get the results. And they get frustrated, and of course they give up, they quit easy. What you have to do is just keep refining, okay? And that's why the Platinum subscription's great, is because all the old material right from the beginning right through to today is being housed and stored so you can access it all and flip in between and get these great questions answered and find out exactly what the targets are. Now, working with the real anatomical structures, you're also going to get better results, but you're going to see, and you're seeing it now, old spin-off groups from my Kyusho International group, they're starting to work with the nerves too, albeit 10, 15 years late. We have one guy in Europe called self-proclaimed nerve master, okay? Then you got experts over here in the US that are starting to switch over to talking about the nerves as well. So it's a trajectory in the future of Kyusho. You have to use real targets. You have to get down to the anatomical structures, understand how they function in the body, the physiology, the functionality, and then how best to access them. Then you got to train the hell out of it to get good at it. There's no other way, okay? You can't just stand on the mat and tap a person as I do on these films for instructional purposes. You have to get in there and start working under increasingly stressful situations, and not just fighting situations, but self-protection situations, leverage for certain jiu-jitsu moves, judo moves, etc. So again, Danny, great question, and it all stems from the fact that he's looking at all the material at once, cross-referencing. He's going to get good if he gets the hands-on training to boot with it. So thanks, Danny. Appreciate it. Keep your questions coming in.